CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here. We're back today with another Boom Beach video, and in today's video, guys, we're waving the white flag. We're throwing in the towel. That is it for season 66. We're gonna hang it up, so let's go ahead and park the base. Now, it's a little bit unfortunate, I will say, because I was very much enjoying these attacks yesterday. But what I found is this season has come down to the last meta with so many different things working. It's what I like to call a tic-tac-toe meta. And it doesn't really matter, you know, what you do. It matters more so what you match up against. If you match up against Seeker, you know, you're probably going to lose. And it's just, yeah. It's annoying because it's not really in your control. I feel like if I matched up somebody using pretty well anything but Seeker, that we have a pretty good chance of winning as long as we don't screw anything up. But, yeah, for that reason, we're going to hang it up. And I think I'm fairly happy with the progress that we made, and you know the path ended up paying off. And even with Kavan, it looked like Rudy was going to be the hero of the season there for a minute, but we ended up being totally fine with the good doctor. So I'm not going to do a season review just yet. I'm going to show you guys some good bases to run, and we're going to go over some different attack strategies. But yeah, so number 7 Canada and number 189. The leaderboard's not moving that fast. I think what's happening is a lot of players are unlocking all the stats kind of now at the same time. So it's going to get a little bit more dicey over the next few days, depending on obviously what you're running. So if you guys haven't already, appreciate you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to use that code CHICKEN in the shop. Yeah, let's check out Mr. Iron Duke here first. So he's got a really nice base. This is a good spread base. This one's also decent for Seekers with the hot pot in the back corner, just because it kind of constantly keeps them under fire. You see, he's got the DVD, so that's going to help a lot with Seekers. So I would probably switch my stats to something like this once we got to everything. I think this would make a lot more sense. So if you guys want to take a screen grab of that and copy that base, I think that's going to be a really good one. For what I was doing, you know, trying not to match Seekers. My base was working okay, but yeah, I think this makes more sense, and you should only use high troop damage and high troop health if you're going to run Seekers. If you're running other stuff, you know, put as much extra points as you can, but I think 250 DVD would probably be around the minimum. If we go to the next chicken shipper, this guy's got a little bit less on the defensive and a little bit more on the offensive with all that troop health. He might be running Seekers, I'm not really sure. Or pure laser rangers or heavy choppers or something like that. Some guys were heavy chopper rushing with some success. Oh, I went the wrong way. Let's check out Reese. Now Reese parked a few days earlier, so I wouldn't recommend copying this now. You can see he's got a little bit lower on the stats too, so I don't think he finished his tech tree, but shout out to Reese. We got YJC next. Oh, he's parking it up. So he got over 2450. That's a lot of people's goals to get there. Now Salami's been crushing it all season. He was actually global number 1 at a certain point, and I don't know if he's using Seekers. He might be. 200 troop health, 380 troop damage probably, but yeah, he's also got the DVD. This is a nice base too. Again, spread base, better for Seekers we've been seeing. And he's got that DVD in the center also to help with rocket choppers with all those sniper towers. I imagine that would shut that down pretty nicely. So, yeah, that's the chicken shippers. Now let's check out on the globals. We go to global number 1. I'm not sure who is in that position right now. Mr. French Fries. So yeah, these guys, they're all, I think they're all going to be Seeker players for the most part. I'm not sure exactly, but typically that is the case. Let's take a look at one more. This guy may have parked early, I'm not sure. Let's find a non-Chinese one. Oh, that's impossible. Take it Suru. Pretty similar. So yeah, I would go with one of the bases from inside the task force there, guys. I think that's going to be your best bet. And yeah, so But we'll go over the tech tree real quick. I mean, you know, the last day, you need everything. So here's how I would run it if I had some limited options. I might actually get the remote hack before getting all the stats. I think if you can get the stats that I have here, which is basically get to the back 3, get those maxed out, then go back. That was the big question yesterday, was getting mortars or not. I'd get mortars. I'd also get snipers before I got too crazy with the stats, because the stats are only going to help you out so much. You also need to slow down your opponent. I would go those stats that I have, mortar, sniper, if you haven't got them. Then I would go either defib, remote hack, and then also add boom mines, because a lot of players do not have boom mines right now. Then after that, you can fill up the rest of the stats. I think that makes the most sense, because the remote hack, it's going to be very helpful. Obviously for secret hits, for the shock launcher, but for rocket choppers, for a bunch of different things. It's not as important with bombers. I mean, it's nice to take out a couple defenses, but the remote defib with your bomber hits, since you're not fizzling, it's going to speed you up a lot more. The way I saw it being used a lot was a lot of bases have... We'll go back and find one here. Mr. Boom Gamer. A lot of bases have these 4 engines here kind of stacked up at the very back. So typically what happens is you get the middle ones down fairly early, and then you can use the remote defib, like shock these 2, throw in like 3 defibs back here, and they'll take out that engine, and then, you know, you can take out these 2, whatever, flare to this one. And it helps you just take it down a little bit faster. So the defib can be very, very helpful. So I want to hear from you guys. What were your thoughts on the season? Have you parked it up? Are you still pushing? Definitely interested to know. And yeah, overall, I felt kind of disappointed because the last 2 seasons, I felt like the end meta got really fun. And I wish we had more of that style of gameplay a little bit earlier on in the tech tree, rather than having to wait, you know, and play something crappy. Or not have gunboat energy the whole season until the very last day, and then it's like, you know, it's very fun to use on that last day, but I don't know. I felt like this season it's been a lot of collecting, hiding. You know, when your push point was on, it was on for like 16 hours and then it was gone. So I mean, that's part of how the game's played for sure, but I'd like to see, I don't know, I'd like to see the a little bit more tools, like for more fun attacks earlier on. Not making it OP, I mean, you still got to obviously spread it out over the course of the season, the tech tree, but just having some more options early on, you know, would be fun, I think, because I really enjoyed, like I said, these last attacks. So we'll go over this last one here, throw it in 4-speed, and this was a lot of fun using the laser rangers split up with the bombardiers. It worked really well. It was really quick, which was nice. I don't have a ton of complaints about the season, really. Like, overall, it was one of the better ones, I would say. Even with all the stats and the multi-stats and the swipping and swapping. I didn't have to swap. I think I swapped once for that one defense video I made, and that was pretty well it. So you don't, like... It was pretty obvious, I think, and we called it from the beginning of the season. Lots of troop damage and lots of building health. You know, it's kind of obvious, but... yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know where you're at down below in the comments. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next one. Check it out. Back.